Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you how to complete vMA stage 5 with no deaths, which is very difficult. Stage 5 is probably my least favorite and perhaps the most difficult of them. As in every other stage for vMA, but actually most importantly for this one, you want to kill range mobs first. So you see here I'm going to make sure this archer dies, although they are not necessarily the most dangerous of the ranged mobs. Also, you'll see frost trolls spawn every now and then, so you want to make sure to kill those, but not as important as these mages. Those frost mages are the first thing you want to kill, no matter what. They really ruin your day. But they're pretty squishy, so it's not too difficult to kill them. Right there, I just focused that one. If you're a Magic Attune, I suggest slotting Crushing Shock for this stage, because you can interrupt the trolls with that. So you don't have to necessarily run after them every time you see them. You can just keep interrupting them and do your thing, kill your mobs, and then deal with the trolls when you see fit. This one is important to know where everything spawns. So, for instance, knowing where the ranged mobs spawn, most importantly. So I know there's going to be some mages over here. Gotta run over here also to interrupt the troll. This is a situation where it's good to use an ult. Don't be skimpy with those. Mini bosses in this this stage are actually pretty difficult. This one not so much, but later stages they can definitely kill you, even if it's not the boss, the final boss. And you want to start on the platforms where everything spawns. You don't want to have to run over like I just did. That was a mistake on my part. And if I was over there, I really should have just killed that mage while I was there. And now I have to deal with him at the same time as these Atronox and whatnot. Should be another good time for an ult. But they kind of cleared up themselves. Focusing the mage. If you have enough shields and enough health, you don't necessarily have to just like purely focus the mage, but you should put dots on them and make sure that they're going to die relatively quickly. You can't just leave them, or they'll surely die. It's actually a pretty sloppy run, but as long as you're quick to react, it's not too difficult to get over to where the mages are. And it's good to kite too. See, I'm just running away because I don't want to deal with all of that at once. So I'll let the mage die to my AoE dot, and then I'll bring the mini boss over here. These little ghosts are also pretty dangerous. They're another example of just another powerful ranged mob. They're probably equally powerful to a frost mage. That's the most dangerous attack from a mini boss right there. The one that launches 3 little ground AoEs at you. So for the final boss, this is a very difficult boss. You want to try and keep him on the edge of the platforms as much as possible, facing inward so you can see when the trolls spawn. You also want to keep track of where the mobs will spawn though. So I know for a fact that they're going to spawn over here, so I was ready to kill them pretty quickly. The reason you keep them on the outside is because when he moves to the middle like that, you know he's going to do his one-shot jump that destroys a platform, and that's your cue to leave. I personally always move counterclockwise. So I went to the platform to my right because that's where these mobs were going to spawn. And then, like I said before, you want to try and be where the mobs are spawning so you can kill them quickly. And it's really up to you whether you think you can do this without a sigil or not. I have a lot of trouble without using the shield. And this was a score run, so I wasn't going to just sit there and try this over and over again. The shield is extremely powerful in this stage because of all the ranged enemies. You can just reflect back all of their spells and arrows while you focus the boss like I'm doing. And as you see, even without an execute, as long as you have this shield up, it's a pretty simple task. And there we go, that's how you finish stage 5 with no deaths.